global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello beautiful people, welcome back to our channel. Some few hours ago, Martins Amaewhule led Assembly, Rivers Assembly had given Fubara 48 hours ultimatum to re-represent the 2025 budget or else. Of course, a lot of things are trending right now in Rivers State. Fubara have said to respond to them, and this time around it's getting very interesting. Don't forget that some few hours ago, Fubara mentioned a lot of things during the commissioning of a lot of projects he had lined up from March. For details on that, just check our playlist. But right now, this is what's brewing. But in the time and reign of Wike, the FCT minister, there were some things that happened as well. Fubara supporters have decided to make it public to Martins Amaewhule what Wike said when he was giving similar ultimatum, just to tell you that what goes around comes around. But let's hear what Fubara is telling them in just a moment. But before we do that, please subscribe to our channel. Now, according to the news, Johnson had described the directive from lawmakers as undemocratic and disrespectful to governors, similarly Fubara stressing that governance should not be dictated through ultimatums. Now, according to Johnson, the state government has not yet received the official Supreme Court ruling which invalidated the October 5, 2024 local government elections and reinstated the Martins Amaewhule-led assembly. He reiterated that the administration of Governor Fubara remains committed to following due process and will act accordingly once the judgment's full details are obtained. I insist that we can only do as much as we can on that judgment when we receive the CTC, that certified true copy. But to show good faith, the governor has even gone ahead to direct the local government chairman to hand over to the heads of local government administration in their councils, and they, outgoing chairman, are handing over already. It will sound disrespectful to say the governor will do this. I am not the governor, I am just the commissioner for information. Let us wait, Friday is just here, he said. He faulted the lawmakers for ordering the governor to submit the budget within 48 hours. The issue of saying the governor has been ordered sounds too military. It is not a democratic language. Nobody orders anybody. By Friday, we'll get the judgment. Look at it, and I will personally call the media to say this is what we have and this is what we are going to do. It is enough to say au revoir, he added. Speaking on the council administration, Johnson said, if there is no democratically elected official, shouldn't the council administer themselves? When you remove a commissioner, for instance, I'm the commissioner for information. If I'm removed, the next person to take over is the permanent secretary. True or false? So I leave that to the court of public opinion. Of course, let's quickly hear what Wike said during his time when similar ultimatum, 48 hours ultimatum, was given to him. This is the same scenario in the same River State, and hear what he said even inside a church during a Sunday service. Let's watch this brief video. We'll come back for more.
Congress, threatening government, you are wasting your time. I don't know why people don't even know who they are dealing with. Me, threatening me. 48 hours. Instead of you to come to government, what is the problem? What happened? Into threatening government, ultimatum. Under fire you and ultimatum.
Alright, welcome back. You've heard what the Commissioner for Information under Fubara's government said. They should be a bit more patient. Using that word, ordering them to come, and ordering the governor to come and represent, it's not democratic. The word is so military, so dictating. And coupled with the fact that some time ago, during the reign and time of Wike, when they gave him 48 hours ultimatum, he said, instead of you to come to government and let's dialogue, you are giving me, moi, 48 hours. Thunder fire you. And nothing happened. People even laughed and clapped for him. So what changed? If you were in Fubara's shoes, what will you do differently? Judging the fact that it's still the same 48 hours ultimatum.
Well, for me, just like Fubara, what Fubara said, you wait for the 48 hours to expire. What I mean with that, number one, we've not gotten the CTC Fubara, I must say, it's a law-abiding man. Because ordinarily, someone will say, I'm going to wait till the CTC comes before I can instruct based on what I see there on the CTC, because I don't understand what's going on, So first of all, for local government chairman, he wouldn't even have told them to go and hand over. He would have waited, We're going to wait till the CTC comes, so maybe on Monday. And don't also forget that we have a long week to follow. We have so many functions, commissionings to carry out. So the 48-hour ultimatum for me is a big joke. And we all know that the reason why already they have an understanding of what the implication of one of the verdict that was extended to them, and which is the halting or barring of Central Bank, Counter General of the Federation, and Zenith Bank, barring them from giving funds to River State government. They know that they are going to lose their credibility before the people, number one, because even some of the supporters of Fubara, some of the supporters of Wike, some of them are civil servants, So they are going to also pass through the whole thing. So after a while, the people will kind of, what's going on? We didn't expect it to go this far, you understand?
That brings me to the second question. Okay. When I was listening to their plenary, after everything, they said they were going to recess for 12 weeks. One would have expected that this is quite a very sensitive time. Why go on a recess after now? Why? Well, you just came in. One would have expected you to keep making laws, because they did say something. And Martins Amaewhule said something that Fubara, in all honesty, must not hand over to HLGAs, that they are not in the third tier of governance. And going forward, that they intend to amend the law to extend some certain things, to suit, so that proper constitutional authorities must be there, and they're seeing a lacuna in that concept in River State laws, and they want to amend it, and also amend RESEC too, some of the RESEC laws, so that it will align with the national laws. And for that reason, they'll look into it, but they'll be going on recess for 12 weeks. But for the now, that Fubara must do the needful. Now the question is, why are they in a hurry to go on the recess? They just came in. I would have expected them to even be sitting every other time.
Now the recess there is unofficial. Now the recess there is an opportunity for them to sit back together and then start rolling out things, getting more opinions. Number one, if they have the powers to alter so many things, which they have already divulged that they're going to do a lot of alteration. In other words, they're going to rework the Electoral Act and all of that. The intention of it is that they have powers. Let me just give you a clue. I don't know, I stand corrected, but I know that they have sat back to review some of the things. The recess is all, the recess, let me start off this way. The recess is to give an opportunity to stay with Wike. But that's personal. Nobody has the right to invade that. But the intention, when they come back after the 12 weeks, the intention, number one, will be to look at the loopholes in the law. And if it's from all angles, it's not going to be fair on them, they will start altering things. And one of it will be that one of them, which I personally, I stand regard, which I feel that they're going to be looking at, is the appointees. How would we be able to also have a percentage that will let us not see a situation whereby the commissioners will be appointed by the governor. But in the event of the governor wasting time, we have the right to also appoint. The Attorney General of the Federation will be appointed. But in the event of the governor not being able to bring out a man of integrity, that the House also have an exclusive right also to choose for him someone who will run for him. The third one will be that in the area of RESEC, that in the event of that, the RESEC will be someone chosen by the legislature, because the legislature, or possibly they look for a particular corner, if not directly at the legislature, they can look at a way whereby such persons can only be confirmed until when we have said so. And so many things, they're going to sit back because they are profitable. But one of the things I have known is that some things you will do today to affect one person, tomorrow you find yourself in that seat and it start haunting you. So I think that's the essence. But the reason why they're very very concerned about the representation of the budget. It's not because they love the River State people, neither do they even really care for the River State people. The number one is that they really, the implication. Number two, almost for how many weeks now, no gwegwe, no money had come in. So if I said, if we keep allowing this to bar the financial, because the barring of those guys is we are buying funds from coming in, which unfortunately we don't have autonomy to keep up afloat. That we don't have legislative autonomy to keep us afloat. Financially. That's what I mean, financial autonomy. That's the legislatures don't have that financial autonomy, where monies are paid directly to them. So all of that is really messing up things. So they want that budget to be represented. But unfortunately, I don't know. I'm not in the cabinet of Fubara, and I have not shared anything with. But I think that Fubara will also be dealing with this whole issue from that perspective. You understand?
But the question is, why 12 weeks? 12 weeks is much, because 12 weeks is about 3 months. And about that time, they should be getting ready for their next level of being hoisted out from the federal level, from the appeal court, where their status of legitimacy is in doubt.
I can say with 80%, I stand to be corrected, but I know that they won't hoist them out. They won't hoist them out. Unfortunately, that's where we are. They won't hoist them out. You're going to hear technicality when that time comes. For me, I think that if Fubara is smart, he should think of any other different way to handle this.
Without this, if you
they won't hoist them out. They have unfortunately, when the thing has slipped off your hand and it's been decided by any other person, and the person is not in sync with you, they can't do anything with it. So we'll be so shocked that the constitution will be twisted in such a way. Don't forget, we have 3 arms of government. Number one, those who implement the law.
You are actually preempting them. Let's get to that level.
Yeah, we are going to get to that level. But I'm giving you that. Just Fubara shouldn't bother himself thinking that anything like that will happen. Come on, these guys are too smart for you to think
that. That's illegality, you are saying.
Whether it is illegality or not, we'll watch with our 2 eyes open how it will slip through without any issue. We'll sit back like this and say, Kai, forget it. I mean, for example, look at certain guys, certain lawyers who've decided never to be employed or to be brought in whenever electoral issues are concerned. Why? Especially at the highest level. They refuse it because they know that everything will land on the table of technicality. See, he who interprets the law, don't joke with them. Anybody who interprets the law, pray that they should be very fair, pray that they should be very outstanding, because interpreters of the law, Omo, Nami Tokam. That's how it should be. Whether you like it, you can interpret it the way you want, but this is it is in our own domain. So we do with it the way we want it to be. So that's just, that's my perception. I stand to be corrected as I've already pointed out. But I think that as at this time, if Fubara has another plan, let him do it. But for the weakest already, I'm seeing the weakest winning.
All right. Like you rightly said, that's your opinion. I differ very strongly. I know that Nigeria have not had the best of moments when it comes to the issue of judicial verdict, but this one would definitely be a decider. In the time of Peter Obi, it took Nigerians a lot of shocks. We were not expecting it. But see this Fubara own, all eyes are on it.